this tutorial, I will show you how to use different features of Google Maps. First, we need to get to Google Maps. To do this, navigate to www.google.co.nz. Make sure you are signed in by looking at the top right of the page. If you see a blue sign in button here, then click it to sign into your account. If you don't see this button, you are already signed in and can continue to the next step. Click on this group of 9 squares. This is where Google's online apps and services are located. Let's click on Maps. This is the default landing page for Google Maps. Here you can search for towns or cities, shops and restaurants, and anything else in any area in the world. You may recognize the area you have been shown by default. This is because Google Maps uses your current location to display a map of your local area. Click in the Search Google Maps field at the top left of the screen. This is where you search for a location. Try typing Otago Polytechnic and pressing enter. You have now opened the Basic Information tab for Otago Polytechnic. This tab holds everything from opening hours to contact numbers. You can also get directions to or from this location by clicking on the Directions button. Let's create a first map. To do this, click on the menu button at the top left beside the search field. Next, click on Your Places and then Maps. This shows all of the maps I have created, but you probably have nothing in here. Let's click Create a Map. This will open a new window or tab of a brand new untitled map. To change the title, click on Untitled Map at the top left. This is where you can edit the map's title and description. I'm going to call mine Test Map, but you can choose whatever you want. Click Save when you are done. Let's also rename the only layer we have. Just click on Untitled Layer. I'm going to call this one Locations. Our newly created map is a little bare, so let's add a location. To do this, search for a location just like we did earlier. I'm going to search for Otago Polytechnic. This creates a temporary layer over here in the Properties pane, but the location has not been added yet. To add the location, simply hover over it and click the little plus icon. Our location has now been added to our map, but what if we want to add a location that can't be searched for, like a family picnic spot or a lookout? To add your own location to the map, click on the Add Icon marker underneath the search bar. Your cursor now changes to a small plus sign. Now, when we click on the map, a marker will be dropped. Let's drop a marker directly on Otago Polytechnic's D block. As you can see, a small pop-up has appeared. This gives you options to customize your location. Let's call our marker D block and describe it as D block of Otago Polytechnic. And then click Save to save your location. Now we have 2 locations on our map. But what if we did something wrong when we were creating them? To edit a location, simply click on the balloon on the map or click on the name in the Properties pane. Let's edit our D block icon. Let's change the balloon icon to a different shape and colour. Once you have selected your location, click on the Style icon and the locations pop up. In here we can change the colour and the shape of our icon. Let's make it a yellow star. In this pop-up you can also edit the title and description, attach a picture, get directions, or delete the location. Close the pop-up by clicking the small X in the top right hand corner. What if we wanted to show an area rather than a specific point? That's where shapes come in handy. Let's create a shape to show the city block the Otago Polytechnic campus resides on. To To do this, we will create a new layer. Click on the Add Layer link in the Properties pane. This will create another untitled layer. To change the title of the layer, click on the title. Let's call this one Areas. Then click Save. Now select the Draw a Line icon underneath the search bar. It sits beside the Add Marker icon. Click on it, then choose Add Line or Shape. Now we will click on each corner of the block the Otago Polytechnic's campus resides on. When we click on the final point, it will shade the area in. You will also be given a pop-up. Let's name this area Otago Polytechnic Campus. Then click Save. As with creating a location, you can further customize the shape you have created. Let's change the color of the area to blue. Click the Style icon and then click Blue. Take note of the dimensions at the bottom left of this pop-up box. This tells you how big your area is in both hectares and meters squared. Our map is now finished, but no one can access it or see it. We need to share the map for other people to view or edit it. To do this, click the Share link beside the Add Layer link in the Properties pane. This opens the Sharing Settings pop-up. You can share maps via Gmail, Google+, Facebook or Twitter. However, if you want people to be able to edit the map, you need to type their email address into the Invite People field at the bottom of the pop-up. You can choose their privileges before you invite them by using the drop-down menu beside the field. Congratulations, you have now created your very first map in Google Maps. You will use the skills you have learned from this tutorial in a later exercise.